Hi friends, welcome to my YouTube channel SS Analysis. First of all, I would like to tell you that if you're watching this video first time, subscribe my channel to see my more upcoming videos on analysis of different commodities and equity indices. And second important thing is to watch this video till its end to understand the solid to take your decision. Your one like will motivate me to be regular in working more hard for you. So let us start the day to analyze the movements of gold futures in a monthly chart here. So friends, here you can see that how the gold futures started an uptrend after the formation of a bullish crossover here in a monthly chart during the month of July 2019. The gold futures started an uptrend from the levels of $1339 what they tested during the month of May 2019 and tested the highs of $2024 during the month of July 2020, and from here you can see once again the gold futures continued this rally up to the levels of $2108 what it tested during the month of August 2020, but from here the gold futures started to move downward and finally found some support at the levels of $1783. So here you can see that how the gold futures found some support during this fall at the 90s moving average, where the gold futures found a bouncing move from these levels and once again tested the levels of $1968 during the month of November 2020. But here you can see that since then the gold futures have been falling constantly up to the current levels. Here you can see that how the gold futures have tested the levels of $1771 and finally closed the week at the levels of $1784. So therefore I find that this downward trend may continue in gold futures because currently the gold futures have found some support at this reversal zone, but here I find that this downward trend in gold futures may continue. So here you can see that how the gold futures finally tested the levels of $1941 during the month of January 2021, and since then the gold futures have been facing stiff resistance at these levels. So here I find that below the levels of $1931 there is a thick presence of bears who could keep the precious metal to test new lows during the upcoming months. So friends, now let us check this move in a weekly chart. So here in a weekly chart, here you can see that how the gold futures started an uptrend from the levels of $1460 what they tested during the second week of March 2021, and here you can see a sharp upward rally in gold futures. So here you can see that how the gold futures have finally formed a bearish crossover in a weekly time frame here during the month of November 2020. Since then the gold futures have been facing heavy sell-off above the levels of $1910, tried to move upward but found stiff resistance at the levels of 1808 during the last week of February 2021, and since then the gold futures have been constantly moving downward, and here you can see that how the gold futures have finally reached the lower end of Ichimoku cloud, which resulted in a sharp downward move in gold futures, where the gold futures have finally found some support at this reversal zone, where I find that the gold futures could find a reversal from the levels of $1673. So friends, here I find that in a weekly time frame there is a supporting zone, the level of $1674 to $1698 seems to be an immediate supporting zone for gold futures, where the gold futures have finally tested the lows of $1683 during the last week and finally closed the week at the levels of $1698 just above this zone. So friends, here you can see that how during the month of February 2020 gold futures found stiff resistance amid this zone, where they finally breached this resistance. So friends, here you can see that how this zone used to be the retracement zone for gold futures up to March 2020, when the gold futures tried to breach this retracement zone and finally succeed in breaching this retracement zone during the month of April 2020, and since then the gold futures maintained an uptrend, and here you can see that how the gold futures found a base above this retracement zone. So now this retracement zone has turned into a support supporting zone when the gold futures have been moving downward. So here I find that once again the gold futures could try to sustain above this supporting zone. So here you can see that how after the formation of a bearish crossover during the month of November 2020, the gold futures have been facing stiff resistance at the levels of $1910, and finally the gold futures tried to move upward during the month of January 2021 when the gold futures tested the next resistance at the levels of $1968. But from here, the gold futures witnessed a sharp sell-off, and since then, this downward trend continued. And finally, the gold futures breached the lower end of Ichimoku cloud in a weekly time frame. And here you can see that how this resulted in a sharp downward move, where the gold futures have finally found some support here at the levels of $1698. So here I find that the formation of a bearish crossover during the month of November could keep the gold under heavy bearish pressure, and currently the gold futures are trading much below the lower end of Ichimoku cloud, which may keep the gold futures under heavy sell-off if the gold futures are not able to defend the immediate support of the 1676. So friends, here I find that if the gold futures are not able to hold above this supporting zone during the upcoming week, we'll see that a breakdown below the levels of $1674 could keep the gold futures under heavy bearish pressure, where the next support can be seen at the levels of $1564. So friends, I find that the need of the hour is to remain cautious, because here I find that the gold futures could remain under heavy bearish pressure during the upcoming week, where they could retest these levels. Friends, now let us check this move in a daily time frame. So here in a daily time frame, after the formation of a bearish crossover on January 18th, 2021, the gold futures had been facing stiff resistance at the 26 days moving average, where any upward move above the levels of the 1867 found sharp sell-off, and finally the gold futures started to move downward since February 2nd, 2021, and tested the lows of the 1783 on February 4th, from where the gold futures found a sharp reversal once again up to the levels of the 1852. But here you can see that how the gold futures have seen the continuation of a bearish downward trend, and since then the gold futures have been facing stiff resistance below the levels of the 1846. So thank you friends, thanks for watching this video. If you like this video, don't forget to share this video with your more and more friends. Thank you.